I, Edward Cullen, take you, Bella Swan.
For better or for worse.
To love.
To cherish. As long as we both shall live.
That is the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 1. Robert Pаттinson is with us. Robert, I was watching this, and I was not with a group of teenage girls, but I can only imagine what will go on in that theater. I mean, people are going to go unconscious. It's during this sex scene between the two of you on your honeymoon night.
I mean, hopefully.
There's no question about it. It was actually more explicit than I imagined it was going to be.
It was going to be way more explicit at one point. I mean, it should have been. But like, yeah, there was it came down to a whole bunch of different factors. Like, I mean, it was rated R for ages, and
really?
They really had to fight to cut it down. And so, yeah.
And were you in there fighting, going, "No, we need to see my penis"?
It wasn't me. It was Kristen who was causing it to be R-rated. I mean, I'm kind of still doing the same thing, the general movement. But like,
the general movement. What is the general movement? Because I'm still having trouble with it.
I know it's funny that they had, because normally, you know, you have problems with ratings when it's because it has to be PG-13, right? And they normally have problems with ratings about nudity, and if you can see like half a nipple or whatever in a PG-13. All this stuff. There's all these very specific details, but this was literally about the movement. I mean, and so it was kind of about like thrusting. I mean, you literally like they kept telling you not to move, so it's almost like, you know, they almost wanted to have a kind of leash on the back of you, so you couldn't thrust past it. You could literally only, it's like just the tip or whatever. How is that a scream?
There's your parents. Mom and Dad.
That doesn't mean anything. It's a figure of speech.
He meant a gratuity.
No, it's kind of... No, I mean...
And there's a lot of pressure on that because these fans of the books, especially, they want... I mean, this is a huge moment. The honeymoon, and then the baby comes.
Yeah, they want to see thrusting.
Yeah.
They want to see thrusting, not probing.
And this baby in the movie, the baby has already been named People Magazine's sexiest baby alive.
Is that actually true?
No. give the baby about 3 months. How old is the baby that... this is a real baby, right?
Yeah, well, we had a bunch. We had tons
really?
Just getting them from everywhere.
A lot of stunt babies?
Yeah. I mean, the main baby, when it first comes out, is like 3... We had a bunch of them about 3 or 4 weeks old. So they were genuine babies.
They were babies. So they were actually casting in the delivery room. And
I mean, they were doing casting before the babies were even born. But,
wow, was the baby well behaved?
The baby was amazing. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of people wear wigs in the Twilight movies.
Right.
And all the adult actors constantly complaining about their wigs all the time. And they tried to put a wig, because initially the baby started off with like this robot thing, with like 3 guys, 3 puppeteers controlling it underneath, and it was this hideous, like, it was this kind of amalgamation of me and Kristen's face, and then kind of made into this rubberized, this monster. It looked like a kind of, like a cancerous owl, like, doing this thing, and they kind of had, yeah, so they did that, and it was just absolutely ridiculous. They're trying to do the biggest scenes in the movie where there's, for one thing, the child's like this big. It's like half the size of Kristen, so it didn't make any sense. Right? And the head was bigger than both of our heads.
So they fired the robot baby.
The robot baby, which was probably years in development.
Yeah, really?
Thrown out of the back. And then we had this 3-week-old baby, because the baby's supposed to have hair for some reason when it comes out. And so they tried to stick on this little wig, a baby wig, on this thing. And it looked like one of, the trolls that you stick on the end of pencils, like, doing this thing. But like the baby, like within, I mean, half a second of putting this wig on the head, like he just picks it up and just throws it in the face of the hairdresser, and just starts weeping. And like, it was like what every single other member of the cast wanted to say. And it was incredible.
Hey, but you're not allowed to cry when you're an adult actor.
I just applaud the baby.
Well, it's great to see you. Congratulations on all the success. Robert Pаттinson, everybody. The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn Part 1 opens November 18th.